Hello traders, it is Grinders FX with you. I know it's been a long time since I recorded a YouTube video, but I'm back and I'm back with very useful and very important video. In this video I will teach you why is it important to trade during correct time, what confluences and what lower time frame entry models I personally use to catch this type of beautiful trades. As you can see, these two trades were taken in a single day, and in total this was 5.6 RR, this was around 5 RR. Okay, so in total we caught 10 RR in a single day, and I will teach you exactly what I use from scratch. Okay, I will delete everything and let's start. All right, so how do we start analyzing the market? Okay, first of all we should go on higher time frame and see what is happening. Okay, so here what happened? Okay, when the week opened, we had huge new week opening gap right here. Okay, so new week opening gap is basically point of interest. Okay, so it acts as our support and resistance levels. It is used both for our targets and also as our point of interest. Okay, so we mark this out just in case. And what can we see on daily time frame as well? Okay, overall you can see the trend is bullish. Obviously price is creating higher highs and higher lows. We are in bullish leg and we have to try to follow the buyers. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price did the retracement all the way into the daily order block that we have right here. So we have inversion fair value gap, and inversion fair value gap is aligned with what? With daily order block right here. Okay, so this is our point of interest, and when price retrace into this zone, we could start looking for confirmations for buys. Okay, so when price retrace all the way into this zone, we dropped on 1 hour time frame and we are monitoring the chart. Okay, so trend was bearish, and here as you can see, trend shifted from bearish to bullish. Okay, right here we disrespected bearish fair value gap, as you can see right here. When we disrespected bearish fair value gap with these engulfing candles, this has to tell you that now buyers stepped into markets. Okay, here price retraced. Okay, when we disrespected the bearish fair value gap, price retraced into the bullish fair value gap here, as you can see, and you can see that from here we had huge expansion upside. Okay, and price gave us new break of structure upside. All right, we have our new week opening gap as well right here. And then what should you expect? Okay, on the retracement you have to try to follow the buyers, obviously. Okay, and that's where the sessions come into play. Okay, you have to, so if you are looking for setups, you have to look for setups during correct times. Okay, personally I use London session and New York session. Okay, I never trade outside of the sessions. Okay, I only use London session open and also the New York session. Okay, New York AM or New York PM. So what can we see right here? Okay, if you check 4 hour time frame both on Nasdaq and also on SP500, okay, what do you notice right here? Okay, so this is the chart right here. So price retraced here, and what do we have here? We have the 4 hour low. SP500 swept the liquidity right here, swept the low. If you check even 1 hour time frame, you can see that New York London session start, it took out the Asia session low here. We took out the low, we swept the liquidity. But on Nasdaq, what do we see? Let's check. Nasdaq failed to take out the Asia low. Okay, this is called SMT. Okay, this is called SMT. This is divergence, and this is just confluence that price will most likely go to the upside. Okay, when we have SMT on the lows, this is just confluence that price will go upside. But if we have SMT on the highs, that means that price will go downside. This is just confluence that I use, okay, for the direction. Then what do we see? Okay, you will drop on 1 minute time frame. This is London session, so I am always monitoring the chart. Okay, if London session is starting, I am always on lower time frames. Okay, and I am seeing what is happening. Okay, when we made the SMT on the lows, okay, we made the SMT on the lows. Now on 1 minute time frame, it is correct time, it is London session, and I am looking for my confirmation for my entry model to form. Okay, because when we had SMT on the lows, what would be my target? Okay, so we are bullish. Okay, on higher time frame we analyze the market, price is creating higher highs and higher lows, and my target, obviously, okay, my target would be this, right? Okay, at least your target should be Asia high. okay, at least. Or this fair value gap that we have an upside, okay, right here. We have fair value gap, and we also have Asia high. So you have your targets as well, okay? You have to mark out your targets. Then you drop on 1 minute time frame, okay? 1 minute time frame. And you have to search for your entry models, okay? Here, we have our target, and look at this, okay? We have beautiful target as well here, Asia high. And what do you see? What do you notice? Okay, I personally, I am also waiting on lower time frame for SMT to form as well. And if you check 1 minute time frame on Nasdaq as well, we also here had SMT on 1 minute. Okay, so here, as you can see, we swept the low. We swept the low on SP500, and on Nasdaq, I will show you. Wait a second. Here, and on Nasdaq, what happened? Okay, on Nasdaq, we failed to take out the low. Okay, so on one, we have 1 hour SMT, and we also had what, 1 minute SMT. Okay, so now your direction is also confirmed on lower time frame as well. We have SMT on 1 hour time frame, and we also have SMT on lower time frame. And what happened? Okay, we have what, SMT, we had bearish fair value gap right here, which was disrespected. Okay, and we had what, we have our change in state of delivery. Okay, we have bearish candles, and when price manages to close candle above our bearish candle, this is called change in state of delivery. Okay, this is what I use. I use change in state of delivery. We also disrespected the bearish fair value gap, and this bearish fair value gap is now my point of interest for buying. Okay, this is called inversion fair value gap. Okay, so when we had the change in state of delivery right here, we closed bullish candle. On the retracement here, when we close candle and we retrace into the inversion fair value gap, you could have gotten into the longs right here. Your stop loss would be below the low. And keep in mind that this is the correct time. This is London session, so the volatility is here, okay? And your target would be at least Asia high, which would give you, look at this, okay? Look at the RR. This would give you 6.4 RR trade, okay? So if you risk $100 on this trade, you would win over $600, okay? In just, okay, one session, one fucking session, okay? This was the first trade that I take. So basically, if you want the recap, what happened, okay? We had SMT on Asia lows, we swept liquidity, we had our 1 minute entry model, and we targeted Asia highs. Okay, this was the first beautiful trade that we catch. And then what happened? Okay, as you can see, when we retrace into this daily point of interest and price gave us another breakout structure upside, where did we retrace? Okay, on SP500 we retrace into what, new week opening gap. Okay, and what did I tell you? I told you that new week opening gap is used both for our targets and also for our point of interest. Okay, if you see, okay, here when we had this breakout structure, this is also SMT, okay, because SP500 took out the high. And if you check the Nasdaq, okay, where is the Nasdaq? Here, Nasdaq could not take out the high. Okay, so we even had SMT on the highs as well. Okay, and as I told you, I was expecting price to go a bit lower. Okay, if you check weekly time frame, my bias was that price needed to fill at least this volume imbalance. Okay, this is volume imbalance right here, and I was expecting price to fill this. Okay, so my bias actually was sales. Okay, I was expecting more downside movement, but I knew that here, okay, here I could catch, okay, I could catch bullish move. Okay, so why is this strategy very, very good? Because you are in and you are out of a trade very, very fast. Okay, you don't need to be in a trade for like days and hours. It just takes 1 hour or 2 hour maximum. Okay, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to be in a trade. So here, price retrace into the new week opening gap, which is our point of interest. Okay, I was expecting sales. We have SMT on the highs, and here we caught the move. Price retrace in the fair value gap, as you can see right here. And then what is my next? Okay, if I am trading during New York session, right? Where is the New York session? Here. New York session started right here. Okay, and what can we see? We can see that if price was bullish, okay, here, if price was bullish, as I said, price was creating higher highs and higher lows. Price would what? Price would respect the bullish PD arrays, okay? We had this fair value gap, the bullish fair value gap. We also had bullish order block right here. So if price was bullish, we also here had SMT on the lows. And if price was bullish, there was no point, okay, for price to disrespect these areas, okay? If price was bullish, price would retrace into the fair value gap and continue going upside, continue to create new higher highs, okay? But what happened, okay? New York session started, and this is the first hour of New York session, okay? Look at the candle, okay? When you see this type of candle to form during open of New York session, what do we expect, okay? We disrespected all the bullish PD arrays with this engulfing bearish candle, okay? Now, okay, we were inside new week opening gap as well, okay? So you would simply switch your bias from bullish to bearish, okay? Because you disrespected the bullish PD arrays, okay? So when we close this candle, okay, this 1 hour candle, this is the time you have to start looking for sells, okay? And what do we know? What do we notice? Okay, so we respected the fair value gap on 1 hour time frame. And what is this right here? What is this? So when this 1 hour candle formed, what would you expect? You would expect price to retrace a bit into the point of interest and then continue to go downside to target what? Asia low that never was taken out. Okay, this is liquidity. This is Asia low. We are bearish because of this candle, because we disrespected the bullish PD arrays, and now you would expect price to do a bit retracement into the point of interest and then continuation to the downside, okay? And what can you see? On 15-minute time frame, okay? On 15-minute time frame, I can see that we had what? This was our bullish order block right here. This was our bullish order block that was disrespected, okay? Here, this bullish order block was disrespected, okay? Now, what does this become? This becomes your breaker block, okay? Breaker block is simply disrespected order block, okay? So when bullish order block gets disrespected, on the retracement, you can start looking for confirmation for sells, okay? Right here. So when price retrace into this point of interest, our 15-minute, okay, let's write 15-minute breaker block. This is also, keep in mind that this is New York session AM, okay? This is correct time. You would drop on 1 minute time frame, okay? And we also have our target here, Asia low. We dropped on 1 minute time frame, okay? Wait a second, chart is loading. This is our target, and we have our point of interest. This is New York session as well. So we retraced all the way into the what? 15-minute breaker block, okay? So right here, you have to start looking for your entry model, okay? What do we need to see? We need to see, first of all, SMT on the highs, okay? Here, we have SMT, okay? Because if you check NASDAQ, okay, I will show you. If you check the NASDAQ, 1 minute time frame, I will show you. Okay, here. If you check NASDAQ, NASDAQ could not take out this high right here. NASDAQ failed to take out the high. This is internal SMT as well, okay? This is internal. NASDAQ couldn't take out the high, and ES took out the high, okay? So this is also called your SMT divergence, the internal one. Price retrace into the 15-minute breaker block, as you can see right here. And what do we have? We have what? Bullish fair value gap got what? Disrespected, okay? Bullish fair value gap got disrespected. We also had our change in state of delivery right here. Candle closed below the body of the bullish order block. We had our change in state of delivery on the retracement. This was your inversion fair value gap, as I mentioned, okay? Here, this bullish, when this bullish fair value gap gets disrespected and we have change in state of delivery, on the retracement, this is your point of interest for sells, okay? You could have taken sells right here on the inversion fair value gap, your stop loss above the SMT, and what did I say? Your target would be the Asia low, right here, Asia low, which would give you 5 RR trade, okay? So 6 RR and 5 RR trade in just a single day, Okay, so it is important to trade during correct time. One trade was taken during London session, and this trade was taken during New York AM session. Okay, a recap: we had 15-minute breaker block. We disrespected the bullish PD arrays. Where is it? Let's do the recap. So what happened? Okay, we disrespected the bullish PD arrays with this engulfing bearish candle, and on the retracement, this 15-minute breaker block was our point of interest for sales. Okay, then we dropped on 1 minute time frame, and we look for our entry model. Okay, what is your entry model? Your entry model is SMT. Okay, SMT divergence. We have to disrespect the fair value gap. Okay, bullish, we disrespected bullish fair value gap, and we also had change in state of delivery. Okay, and on the retracement, this was sales, and your target will be obviously the Asia lows. This was two beautiful trades taken in a single day. This is literally all you need to become profitable. Okay, just use the correct sessions, trade during correct time, and monitor the 1 minute time frame, the SMT divergence, change in state of delivery, and everything that I mentioned. Okay, I also have this beautiful Instagram. You can see we have close to 9K followers. Okay, I post very nice stuff. Okay, you can follow me here, and we also teach everything. Okay, we have our beautiful community. As you can see here, we have our Discord where we teach our students. Okay, we have daily forecasts. Okay, here we share everything that I'm expecting during the day. We have literally 2 live calls each week, one for weekly forecast live call. Here, as you can see, we share everything. Okay, we share weekly forecasts, we share daily forecasts. We have 2 live calls, questions and answers session, because if students have any questions or confusions, I am always there to answer them and help them and guide them. Okay, so we have weekly forecast live call, questions and answers session. I also share my personal setups daily here. As you can see, I also share trade breakdowns, personal trades. We have beautiful team members. So if you want to learn and if you want to become part of our family, you can always DM me and you can become part of us and grind with us. Okay, so this was our beautiful video. I hope you learned and gained some value from this video. Thank you guys for listening. Wish you all the best, and if you want to learn, you can always become part of us and grind with us. Thank you guys.